No sooner did I make my last post did we get some news. And the last one I was saying what Jack Smith could do, and if he didn't fold. We're now finding out, if the media reports are true, that he asked Judge Chutkan, this is the January 6th case, to put the case on hold, vacate, meaning wipe out the remaining schedule, which would have trial dates and so forth. And there are going to be internal deliberations to see what they want to do consistent with Justice Department policy. Hold on. You've heard for years now, 8 years now, it's the policy of the Justice Department that you cannot indict or prosecute a sitting president. That's absolutely 100% wrong. The Nixon prosecutor said he could indict Nixon. Ken Starr, they both had legal opinions and memoranda. Ken Starr said, of course you can indict a sitting president. If you ask him right now on live TV, he'll say that. Why? The memo from 1974 that said you can't prosecute a sitting president, it didn't say that. It's our opinion, said the Office of Legal Counsel. This is an opinion memo. Why was it written? They wanted to scare Vice President Spiro Agnew into resigning and protect Nixon. So it was a political document written by one person, and it's an opinion. That's in the Office of Legal Counsel. Well, guess what? That same office, okay, that's responsible for that opinion, has said publicly, in court, in writing, and I have it, our opinions are not the policy of the Justice Department. There are appeals court decisions that say, thanks for your opinion, I'm glad you have an opinion. You know what you can do with opinions? Agree with them or disagree with them. They're not orders, they're not rules, they're not policies, they're not procedures. If a lawyer that you hired called you up and said, here's my opinion, you could say, thanks, I agree with it or I disagree with it. There is no policy in the Justice Department against prosecuting a sitting president. What we're seeing here is fear. Is Jack Smith afraid of his family? Is he afraid of Trump's supporters firebombing his house? Maybe. Is this where we're going? Is this really where we're going? So Jack Smith says by December 2nd, he's going to file something with the court, a status report, saying where they're going to go with this. So before Trump is president, they're going to maybe voluntarily say, we're ending this case. So he is above the law. You mean, maybe you want to put it on ice until he's not president anymore. That's okay. Witnesses' memories can fade. Documents have been preserved. Could I understand that? I could. But they can prosecute him while he's in office. Okay? And the Trump people make a motion to dismiss, and the judge could say, no, of course you can. I'm not bound by that opinion. It'll go to the appeals court. The DC appeals court would probably say you can. Then we'll have the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court's already held, hey, Bill Clinton, screw you. You're in office, you can have Paula Jones' lawsuit against you that's all embarrassing about physical things that you allegedly did with her. You have to participate in the civil proceedings. You're a sitting president. You say you're busy. That's okay. You're going to do it. And guess what? That was a civil case. In a criminal case, the party, the defendant who's indicted, has less personal involvement in the case than in a civil case. In the Clinton civil case, he had to turn over documents and be involved in demanding documents and interrogatories and written questions and depositions, and had to be all involved while he's busy, while he's president. A criminal case, there is no discovery. There are no depositions. The documents just get turned over to you by the government, and that's the end of it. Your lawyers do everything. Are you under pressure? Yes. Well, guess what? You should be. You're alleged to have committed crimes, and a grand jury thinks there's reasonable cause to believe that you did. So, Jack Smith, are you another Robert Mueller? Robert Mueller could have indicted Trump for obstruction of justice. He didn't need permission. He's an independent counsel, a special counsel. He could have done it. It's in the order appointing him. The regulation says he only has to notify the Department of Justice if he's going to take a step. And Congress would need to be notified. Well, He can just tell them, I'm indicting Trump for obstruction of justice. And in the Justice Department's manual, there's all kinds of things about what you need permission for and what you don't. There is no requirement to collaborate with the Justice Department if you're a U.S. attorney, like special counsel, same status, for indicting a public official. They indict governors and politicians and members of Congress all the time. Did they run it up the flagpole? Maybe. They don't have to. So we're talking about a lack of boldness. This is the same Justice Department head by who? Merrick Garland. Merrick Garland didn't even investigate Trump for 2 years. So we've got a milquetoast guy. He's got no backbone. He probably just melts into his chair like a blob. This is disheartening. Let's see what Jack Smith does. But I can tell you, it's an update from my post, my first opening salvo post, a couple hours ago, 2 hours ago, 3 hours ago. We're already going in a bad direction. I'm not going to give up. I'll still be here, and I'll tell you what Trump can and cannot do in my legal opinion. And if others fold, that's their lack of spine. But I'll tell you what the law is, and I'll tell you what the practicalities are. Okay? Hang in there.